Hi, ladies. We are happy to be back with you again this week. It is officially fall here at Cabi, October 1st, as of yesterday.
August 1st.
I am Lee.
And I'm Sandra.
And we are the Coincidental Trendsetters. We are here, but we don't know how we got here. We are going to talk about sometimes a sore subject, but we're diving right in. That's what Sandra and I do. We're going right for it. Today, we're talking money.
Yes, we are.
Sandra, I'm going to talk straight up with you right now. Why are you where you are right now? What's going on in your life?
So first of all, where I am is my classroom. And I come to you from a different location seemingly every time. So I am a classroom teacher and have been for 21 years. And a lot of people ask me, if you have a career already, why in the world would you do cabi and have another one? And my answer is that as much as I love teaching and as much as I feel like that is kingdom work that definitely I want to do and influence the next generation, teaching just does not generate the income that supports the life that I want. And so I have always had a side gig. I've always had my own business of some sort. And when cabi came along, I knew that I wanted to do that. So
yeah,
it is.
Yeah. And same for me, that when I first started cabi, there was a financial gap that my family needed to fill. I was not able to work as a civil engineer at that time. And I needed to fill in some income. And exactly, we were, living in a place that was a little bit more expensive for our family. We had some needs. And I found out about cabi, and I came straight in with the question, I have to make this much money. I want to know how I can do this. And we were able to work this out literally on a napkin. This woman did it on a napkin. As soon as she knew my figure, which I will tell you was a $1,000 gap, doesn't seem like that much now when Sandra and I know how much we actually make a month. But I needed that $1,000, and that was very doable. I think, in fact, in my first season, I was making about $1,800 a month. So I was thrilled by that. Now, obviously, seasons later, as we've honed this in, like we're making significantly more than that. But cabi overall right now is the best opportunity that we know for women to make a great income. And we know that at this time in our lives, 2021 maybe is not looking like you thought it was going to look for you. So Sandra and I would prefer to talk to you face-to-face, one-on-one about this. That is that is the way we love to talk about cabi, but we know we have not been able to do that during the pandemic. So we're coming at you live here. So Sandra, I know there's a few things you want to make sure you talk about, and then I'm going to go into more nuts and bolts about it.
Yeah. So one of the big things for me is the fact that I needed to be able to control that. Maybe I'm a control freak. Anyone who knows me might know that. But I needed to feel like was in control of some discretionary income, and which meant that, when I come again with teaching, great work and I love doing it, but there's no, like, you don't go and you get a bonus when you're teaching, and you don't go and you don't get to negotiate your salary. It is what it is. Unfortunately, that's what it is. And so I needed to be able to have something that I could control. And if I worked more, I was paid more for it. And was sales the area that I thought it was going to be? Not necessarily, but really glad that I found myself here. So Lee, I think you're going to share something for everyone to see and just compare by the numbers to see what the earning potential with cabi really is.
Yeah. So you ladies may not know this, or maybe you do, but we direct sales companies, have to share our income disclosures now. So this is very public information that is on companies' websites. And so we're going to break this down a little bit for you. If you want to get with me or Sandra, we can tell you what company A is, company B, if you want to know the nuts and bolts of this. But just know that these are companies that are very familiar to all of you. And then we have this column right here that is cabi and the average income that our stylists make, or the stylists of these companies. So the average sales per year, if you can look at this, is going to be anywhere from $306 to $9,500 in sales, right? This is what these people are earning per year, depending on their levels. Cabi, if you are a non-cabi leader, meaning that you haven't influenced any women to join you and do cabi with you underneath your team, you are making about $22,000 a year. That is absolutely true and was absolutely true my first year with cabi. Sandra, would you say the same?
I think mine was a little more, but yeah.
Yeah, well, she was our rookie of the season, so we won't go there. And then once you become a team leader, the average is about $40,000 a year. And this is an average, you guys, so it spans. So these team leaders in this company A, for instance, are making this much compared to their average stylist, or in this, maybe it's a sales rep or whatever it is for these companies. But if you're looking at these numbers, over here, you've got 22,000 versus about maybe 3,000, sometimes only $300 per year. Are you kidding me?
And remember, the averages here are different people. I mean, in direct selling companies, there's a lot of times people are coming in and they're not actually working the business at all.
Right.
So that's the difference with cabi as well, is that when you come in, you're working the business. And so that's yielding these higher numbers. And I have a friend who said, who says all the time that there's nothing that she could do that gives her autonomy and control of her time and pays the salary that she's making other than this. So other than cabi. So pretty strong words.
And we know life is not linear. It is absolutely not linear for you. You're going to need flexibility. You're going to need certain parts of your life are going to have a higher time commitment standard than other parts. And you're going to need more finances certain times than you will at other times in your life. Like as Sandra has said, she really still needed that in her business. So that's why on top of her full-time job, she chose cabi, where she's really controlling where those factors are. I mean, it truly is astounding. And you guys, you can go on their websites and find this out. You can go on cabi's website and find this out. This is not a hidden industry secret anymore. These companies are now being required to put this on here. Sandra's gone in the black. We're coming back.
Lights went off in the classroom.
So I'm going to stop sharing this, but I very much want you guys, if you have more questions about that, do your own research and really contact Sandra and I about this, about like, we are not afraid to tell you how much money we make with cabi, right? Yep. Like,
and you know what, Lee, one of the things I really liked when I first started with cabi too, is that it seemed simple to me. I get real confused when there's all different levels and then you have to be in qualification for a level and then you have to stay in that level. That works for some companies. That's great. For me, it was very stressful to do that. So I love the fact that there's the simplicity of you are an influencing team member or you are a stylist who's selling. And those are the two ways that you can make money. So it helped me to be able to really, I'm a numbers person. And so it helped me to be able to know what I was going to bring home and know how I had to hit that. So just a really great way for me to be able to supplement income.
Yeah. And honestly, truthfully, there is nothing that Sandra and I are doing in our businesses, resources or training that we get that is different from someone who were to start her cabi business today. It is exactly the same. And in fact, our founders, almost 20 years in, they're the exact same training and resources that we get as well. We have over an 80% retention rate, and we have had that for basically the 20 years we've been in existence. And I think the industry standard, I'm going to get this wrong, and I'm probably fudging on the high side of this, is it's 20% or less of other direct sales companies. And I would say that is because those women were not making money. Cabi stylists stay because we make a good income. And as Sandra says, we have control of how we make that income. You choose when you work, how you work, whether it is with virtual or on or in-person shows, whether you're using the website and the app that Cabi pays for, you are not paying for that, or whether you are in a subscription or a style circle. I mean, there are so many different ways that income can come into your pocket. In fact, Sandra, I woke up today with 2 orders while I was sleeping. So it was fantastic. But it's just so many multiple ways that you can make income, but we're all together. There was no way that I'm making more income because of seniority than if you were to start today with your business. And that's simple. That is just simple.
Absolutely. Well, ladies, we would love to talk more about numbers to you. I think that a lot of times we don't talk about money enough. And Lee and I specifically have always been like, let's talk numbers. It's what makes people want to make a change, and it's what can really impact your family. So we want to thank you for spending your time with us today. We know that it may have been an accident, or no, it may have been a coincidence that you're here, but it was no accident. So we look forward to talking to you soon. And if you want to know more about these numbers and want to have a conversation, we would covet the opportunity to speak with you. Yeah. So we will talk to you next week, and we hope you have a great week. Goodbye from the Coincidental Trendsetters.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.